How about this one?
How long should be square root? How long should be square root? No, just the particle. Wait, what?
Are you Santa Claus? Makes more sense. All right, let's look at this. What's our first step? We're going to make it equal to 0. So let's go ahead and start this step. All right. Next step, we're going to move that c value to the other side. Let's go ahead and do that. Minus 6, minus 6. All right, now we're going to do b divided by 2 squared. We're going to take our b value, -4 divided by 2, and let's square it. What do we get there? -4 divided by 2, -2 squared, 4. But that's 4. So I heard a question, why do we do this? Because we're trying to find that new c value that creates a perfect square. Yes.
Divide by 2.
This is part of the function of completing the square. Yes. All right. So next, let's go ahead and combine what we have on the left, -2, and then we need to use this method and find what's going to go inside there in our new expression on the right. What multiplies to give us 4? 2. But we need to combine to give us a -4, so it must be
-2.
There we go. Because we have the same thing, you could have written it as 2 expressions like so. But I think we're ready for this. Let's see. Any questions on this one? How I can jump to that step? Because I know this is -2 minus 2. I could have written it twice. But since they're always going to be identical here at this point, I can go right to write it as that square. It's the same thing multiplied by itself. Now, if I was just trying to get into vertex form at this step, I would just move that 2 to the other side. I'd be done. Except square root. Okay. Cancels out over there, x minus 2. Plus or minus root -2. Ooh, we get to do this again. All right, let's get x isolated instead of -2. We're going to do the opposite. And now, let's see what we have. 2 plus or minus the root of -2. I don't really like this negative underneath the root. So I want everybody to try to recall back from one of the first lessons we did. We used imaginary numbers. See if we can go ahead and deal with that. Remember what the value I is equal to.
I is equal to I to the third.
Root.
So I is equal to higher than 2.
Uh-oh, going way back.
How do I remember this? That's a good question. What you remember? You were absolutely right. You know what? If somebody texted me every night, I probably would be like, alright, fine, let's get it done. Or you can tell it to yourself, don't get it.
All right, what do I know about this right here? The square root of negative 1 is equal to?
I.
I. I. So we get 2 plus or minus I root 2. Right? Because this is the square root of negative 1 times 2, which is also underneath the same root. So the square root of negative 1 is equal to I. That's why I'm allowed to rewrite it with just I instead of, square root of negative 1 times the square root of 2. All right, this is kind of a flashback. It's Flashback Wednesday.
We usually way back Wednesday. Yeah, way back. Yeah, way back.
All right. It would be fine to leave your answer like so because we cannot, on the right side here, this root can't simplify any further. So it's just plus or minus I root 2. There's nothing more we can do. I mean, you could find the actual decimal value, but we're going to end up with still a complex number. Whew. Okay. What's really good to do if you watch my videos all the time?
Subscribe.
What was that?
Subscribe. You said it better than I did. You have to dash.